Bugatti for $2 million gathering dust in a Moscow garage. Ferrari worth $50 million rusting in an old shed. Lamborghini abandoned in the middle of a field. Once, they were symbols of luxury and power. Now, they're forgotten and unwanted. Today, I'll show you 10 incredible cars that have been lost to time. Buckle up. These stories will shock you. In an underground garage among old sedans, a $2 million hypercar gathered dust. A Bugatti Veyron, once the fastest production car in the world. The car was brought for a buyer from Dagestan, but he never got behind the wheel. He was arrested. The car was stored temporarily in the garage and ended up sitting there for 3 years until someone removed the cover and dust started to accumulate in layers. In 2019, it was moved to a small town near Moscow, and by the end of 2023, its trail disappeared. No one knows where this Bugatti is today. It may still be waiting for its new owner in some forgotten corner. In a garage in Jacksonville, a forgotten Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing stood for over 50 years, the 43rd off the production line. The coupe was covered in dust, the chrome removed and neatly stored inside the cabin. But it retained its original parts and matching numbers. The car preserved unique features of early Gullwings: gooseneck gear lever, eyebrows over the wheel arches, original tires, and interior. In 2019, it was displayed at the Amelia Island Concours, then sent to Germany, where specialists decided to keep it in its original condition. Today, this 300 SL is a living legend, a reminder of how history can hide behind dusty garage doors. There's already a video on the channel about the same Mercedes, which was purchased for $143 million. In an abandoned showroom in China, a unique Porsche Carrera GT was found, having sat there for over 12 years. Painted in rare Zanzibar red metallic, it had only 4,581 kilometers on the odometer at the time of its last sale. After the showroom closed in 2012, the car remained inside, covered in dust, but in excellent condition thanks to minimal mileage and protection from the elements. Since its discovery in 2020, it has remained in the same state, with an uncertain future. In a hot, dark garage in Iraq stood one of the most iconic cars in history, a late 1980s Ferrari F40. This 471 horsepower twin-turbo supercar once belonged to Uday Hussein, Saddam's son. He reportedly ordered it in Italy as a toy for his trips, but never drove it. After his death, no one dared claim it. Fear of the Hussein name was too great. Years in the scorching garage turned the bright red paint into a faded brown shade, while heat and dust destroyed the interior. Today, this Ferrari is a silent reminder of luxury that could not be saved from oblivion. In 2023, an Austin Healey Sprite was found in a British garage, unseen for over 31 years. Mechanics from WD Detailing were given the opportunity to bring the car back to life, with the scrapyard owner offering it for free on the condition they restore it and share it with the world. The car was in terrible shape. Rusted body, faded paint, damaged interior, rotted seats, and layers of debris inside. Despite the challenges, the team restored it and gave it away to their subscribers. Once a symbol of speed and style, this Audi R8 Spider faced a cruel fate. For 5 years, it sat outdoors, slowly turning from a supercar into a quiet monument of neglect. The car was heavily worn, but a detailing team restored it. After extensive work, it was returned to the owner, who was pleasantly surprised by the results. In a quiet Connecticut garage, a forgotten Lamborghini Countach 5000S sat for more than 20 years, one of only 321 produced, and one of the few to reach the US. Once a symbol of 1980s speed and daring design, years of inactivity left it a dusty silhouette under layers of dirt and rodent debris. Ammo NYC's detailing team restored it, revealing its bright red hand-built body and a refreshed interior. After cosmetic restoration, it was sent to Florida for a technical rebuild. Now, after 2 decades of neglect, this Lamborghini is ready to shine again, a living symbol of an era. Once the pride of Ferrari, the first with a mid-mounted flat 12 engine, this 1980 model spent 28 years in an abandoned barn, unseen on the road since 1996. Bought at auction in Georgia with a Lamborghini Miura, the owner never fully cared for it, leaving it for later in a barn. Years of neglect covered it in dust, mold, and wear. After restoration, this Ferrari 512BB is finally ready to tell its story, one of glory, oblivion, and a second chance. In an old English barn in the Lake District, a Lamborghini Espata hid for over 30 years. A rare right-hand drive version, one of only 130 produced. Its owner left it for a while and then vanished. Covered in dust and bird droppings, the Espata retained its blue leather interior and legendary 3.9-liter V12 almost intact. Found by chance, it was shown on the Ride Break show, and then auctioned, finally getting a chance at a new life. Deep in a Swedish forest, under moss and fallen leaves, a Volvo Amazon sat forgotten for over 30 years. The first production car with 3-point seatbelts. Time turned its body into a canvas of rust, but the original engine still slept under the hood. When found, it seemed it would never run again. But after years of silence, the engine roared once more. Now, this Amazon is not just a find, but a reminder of the durability and character of legends past. Each of these cars survived decades of neglect, but is now back in the light. Their stories remind us, a true legend never disappears. It just waits to be rediscovered. Subscribe to the channel to catch even more fascinating car stories.